Have you seen this page before? Today, I am going to reveal some really shocking things. Probably. Whenever you write something on the search bar and click on this button, you are saving this data in more than 100 ways. Literally. Sometimes people delete their browsing history and sometimes they just use incognito mode by default. And maybe one or two of you are regular dark web user like me. Yeah, I am. But does that really matter? Can you delete your browsing data or any unnecessary data that is saved on the internet without you knowing? Well, that's what this video is about. There are so many things you didn't know. Don't worry, I'll tell you about that. And also, if you can actually surf the internet privately being an average person. Just don't ask me why I suddenly got interested about this topic. Let's start from the lowest and easiest level, which is the history in your browser. Tell me what this is. They're just the links you visited. If you delete this, it gets removed, but it's not actually deleted. Why? Bring your eyes over here. This is the thing which actually has your history stored when you go to this link. There we go. It's still here. Now, if you click on this delete button and select the timeline, you will finally be able to remove the history from Google, but just Google and not completely. Deleting this activity only removes your data associated with Google products, which they may have been using till now to understand you and show you relevant ads. Now they won't, but logs are still saved in the server, so if you have been doing some illegal stuff, be ready to say hi to the cops. That's why you need to stop your data from going to the internet at the first place. Not for illegal stuff, just so the logs are not saved. How do you do that? As I said at the beginning, there are more than 100 ways for your data to be saved. The history we deleted just now was Google History, which is associated to your Gmail account. If you don't want them to save it, you need to avoid using Google account for things you find sensitive. But you will still be spied on using another thing called IP address, which is level 2 in this video. By the way, there are 5 levels. Have you seen this page before? When you search too much on Google or are using VPN, sometimes they ask you to verify that you're not robot. That's fine, but what's this? Even if you don't use accounts inside a browser or use incognito mode, this IP address and all of the activities happening on this IP address is inserted into the database. And this time is not only about Google, almost all of the websites nowadays do this. The reason for that is to show personalized ads, location-based content, and similar things, but not all of them have good intent. Malicious websites are one of the ways hackers use to collect blackmailing material. Wait, how is browsing history a blackmailing material? Actually, your activity is. And not only blackmailing material, it can also be used for things like identity theft and targeted scams. Let's skip that for now. It's not related to this video. I am working on a video about real blackmailing, so I'll explain it there. Now, the simple way to bypass this level is to use VPN. VPN hides your IP address behind different IP addresses of different countries and don't store logs so that you can stay private. But who says VPN is secure? Many of the free VPN providers earn extra income by secretly saving and selling your data hand to hand. And even if they are not, there is a chance of data breach where the data of millions of people is leaked into dark market. What data is being leaked if there is no data? Even if you are using reputed and paid VPN services like these, they need to store information like DNS records, geolocation data, metadata, usage logs, and etc., which can, again, be traced back to your activities. So, create your own VPN. Tell me if you need tutorial. But still you're not safe. What if your activities isn't recorded online, but using files inside your device? Yeah, it is level 3, cookies. It only works inside browser, so don't worry, it won't steal your files. But it can collect your complete browsing activities and send it to the website that issued it. You don't need to visit the website frequently for the cookies to track your browsing. Even if you visit the site once and come back weeks later, it can still access your browsing data collected during this timeline. You can see live example in websites like Facebook. You search something related to dog food and within few hours, you'll start getting ads about dog foods on Facebook, Instagram, and other similar platforms. You didn't search it on Facebook, so why did it happen? That's how cookie works. Now, you can delete cookies as you delete your browsing history, but cookies contain some important data too. If you log into a website, cookies helps that website to recognize you. They are the reasons your settings remain same when you close and open that website again. And there are endless usage. Even if you delete it, the moment you go to a link, it'll come back. I am going to talk about how you can solve all these problems and upcoming problems in a few minutes, so stay tuned. But we have level 4, which is fingerprinting. What's that? In fingerprinting, various data points from your device, like browser version, plugins, fonts, clicks, keystrokes, settings, configurations, etc., are collected to create a unique profile. This profile can be used to track you across different websites, even if you try to hide your IP address or use VPN. Now, you may be wondering, why do I have to hide my browser version? As I said earlier, your browsing history isn't just what you search or what your browser version is. It's your habits, activities, and other kinds of deep data. There should be a reason why companies in dark market pay millions of dollars just to see what buttons you click. If the intention is good, you'll see an ad about the item you are interested in when you click that button. If the intention is bad, a virus will be downloaded when you click that same button. Virus can be undetectable too. Check this video to create one. But even if you somehow manage to save yourself from this, the level 5 is ISP. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. When you use incognito mode, you'll see that here too. ISP is the company whose Wi-Fi or SIM network you use. They have everything. Literally everything you do on the internet goes through your ISP. They don't have time to check your history for fun, so it's not that big of a deal. But if something suspicious is happening around your area, authorities have full access to all of you. And if the conspiracy about government always spying on people is true, then yeah, you are being watched. Again, VPN is a common way people use to minimize this problem, but of course that's not going to help you a lot. And if you watch this video properly, you know VPN is even more risky sometimes. So at the end, can you delete your browsing history? No. You cannot control internet, and you're also not some hardcore hacker to use high security all the time. But there are different things you can use in different situations for best use. If you are using normally and don't care about your history, but don't want it to be unnecessarily used either, just clear everything at the end of the day. If you are searching for something because of curiosity and don't want advertisers to annoy you, use incognito mode. Similarly, if you don't want your history to be recorded at the first place, use incognito again. If you don't want to be tracked in any way and don't want ISP to record you, use open source VPN called OpenVPN with incognito mode. And if the things you are doing are too embarrassing, or you want to go the hardcore hacker way or believe that government actually spying on us, use OpenVPN plus Tor browser and refresh your identity after each website you visit. Don't use the websites which ask you to allow any kind of permission, and don't download anything. But if you're just chilling, watch the video on the right side to understand the frame rate and resolution of human eyes. Then watch another of my videos. Then subscribe my channel and watch every video I upload on Friday evening. Keep watching.